Power 106, Brown Bag Mornings, Letty Vic, and it's so cool that we get to do this.
This is super dope.
Hometown hero, Ty Dolla.
Let's go, Ty.
Good deal. How y'all doing? What's up?
Ty, I didn't know that you were part of IMX.
I wasn't part of IMX.
What was it?
You did the keyboards?
Yeah, I played keyboards for him when I was like 9 years old.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, it brought up a trauma for me.
Why?
Okay, because when I was little, everyone just loved my sister more. And so my aunt was like, hey, I'm going to pick you up. And mature IMX, they're going to be at this mall. And so she picked my sister up and only took her. And I was so sad. And I was so like, no one loves me. I literally locked myself in the room and said, no one loves me because my aunt took my sister and not me. I was there. I was available. But she didn't take me. And then my sister comes back with like a goodie bag with a poster. And I was like, oh my gosh, I hate this band.
She got to meet Batman?
Yeah, because she got to go to the mall, see you guys perform. But it just triggered me.
Wow.
So,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You have siblings.
Yeah, I got a brother, Free TC.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I got my sister, Angel. And I got my little youngest brother, Noah.
Do you ever find that they're like, man, Ty gets everything. Ty gets this. They love Ty more.
Ty works for everything.
Boom. Because there is a dynamic.
Ty's willing to get up at 4 a.m. and go crazy and stay up until 8 a.m. the next day and hop on another plane.
Ty walks so you guys can run around.
Not saying they're not willing to.
Yeah.
You know.
You've done it. Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. They always say like the older sibling gets to go through all of the, I guess not even the punishments, but all the bad stuff, so that the younger siblings can just like coast and be like, oh yeah, we're here.
For sure, exactly. Got to set the example and lead by example for sure.
I love that.
Definitely.
All right, Ty Dolla $ign, you're here with new music. Motion is out now. It's an incredible song. You're giving us those summertime vibes, and LA's not acting right. So I'm hoping like the weather listens to your song and starts literally
that's what I'm on.
Sunnying up.
I'm changing the frequency. I'm changing the weather out here. I feel like it's a lot of, what you going to do to your op music.
Yeah.
Going around and a whole bunch of negativity.
Too gloomy. We don't need that.
And it's like, it's summertime. It's positive vibes. It's good things going on. And we have emotion.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have emotion, be about it. Stop talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of people ain't willing to wake up and do what we do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they say they want to do it. So we want to change that whole frequency and really be about it this summer and for the rest of this year.
Yeah.
Big motion.
Yes.
What stage of your career do you feel like you're in right now? Because it's like you've been in the game for years.
Yeah.
And, you're not a new artist. You're like a veteran artist. But what do you feel like this new stage is that you're entering?
I mean, you just reminded me it's the 10-year anniversary for Beach House 2.
Wow.
That was probably like my third mixtape that I ever dropped. And we celebrating. We're going to try to get it up on DSPs.
Yes.
Shout out to my label, Atlantic. I've been with them since 2012.
Yeah.
So I'm at a big stage, you know what I'm saying, in my career. And we taking it to the big stage. Actually, we taking it off the stage, and we're going to change the whole venue for wherever we show up to. Yeah. I'll be announcing a tour real soon as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I love that, Ty. It feels like you're taking charge. It feels like you're really like, all right, I'm going to be intentional with this, what we're doing. Boom, here's the plan.
Yeah, for sure.
You're not letting anybody have the handles on where you're going, and I love that.
That's what we doing over here, man. Easy money.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to be like an OG, like to that Easy Money? Like that's your own label, right?
Yeah.
How does it feel to like, are you scouting artists now, or are you like just embracing younger artists? Like, what is that?
I'm looking for the best of the best artists. I signed my first artist last year. His name is Leon Thomas. A lot of people know him. A lot of people grew up with him. He was in the acting world, and now he's transferring into the music business. He's already dropped, projects before. He was on Easy Money, Capital, but now we're working on dropping his album right now. His latest single is called Breaking Point. It's going crazy right now. And, he's like one of the best I've ever heard. And that's what I look for in an artist, like the best I ever heard. And somebody that's bringing something new to the table. Yeah. Dre Sinatra, we were speaking to him earlier. My DJ, he told me a long time ago in this game what he's learned is there's slots. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like there's only like for a radio station, y'all only gonna play like 12 songs and then
hour.
repeat, right? So in order to get one of those slots, you got to be one of them ones. And I feel like Leon's, when it comes to this R&B thing, he gonna take anybody's slot at any time that he wants to.
Come on.
That's what I'm looking for within every other artist that I sign.
That's
Sheesh. And you got it too. It's not like it's coming from someone that isn't one of those artists that is one of them ones, you know? That comes from Ty Dolla $ign. We're just talking about the 10-year anniversary. You were making tapes and you were singing on them. Like, we got a lot of rapper tapes.
Yeah.
But it's like you and probably Trey at the time that were really being like the singers, the melodicness, they brought that to the table. As far as we couldn't have those, I would say, like those mixtape years without your guys' voice on the hooks or making it just the vibe. I never, and I think that that's a testament to who you are. 10 plus years in the game and still doing it. There's no one that sounds like you. There's a lot of people influenced by you, but it's still Ty Dolla $ign. We're hearing this new record, Motion, and it's you. No one can do that music, you know?
I appreciate it. And even with this record, I wanted to do something new again. Like, I've already done all the, like, plenty different sounds, but I just felt like it was time to go to the next sound. And I've been traveling around the world and just picking up a whole bunch of different vibes. And there was this one vibe that I really love called I'm a Piano from South Africa. And with this beat, I wouldn't say it's fully I'm a Piano. It's more like Dolla Piano, but it's like
Dolla Piano.
It's down that lane, you know what I'm saying? And I really love what they're doing over there in South Africa, and I wanted to bring it over here to our side. And here we go, man. Big Motion.
Come on, Big Motion.
I've seen that you've always like incorporated like EDM, like house music. Like, can you speak to that and like why you do that so well?
I just talked about it on my TikTok live. It's kind of crazy, and not even like dick sucking or whatever. Like, that was the best thing I could think of. But just being completely honest, I'm from Los Angeles, California, and when I grew up listening to the radio, there was Power 106 and there was 92.3 The Beat, right? And on Power 106, y'all used to play hip hop and house music. At nighttime, it was all house music. And I was tuned in, and like, it definitely inspired me into the artist that I am today. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. You know, I think you mentioned that too, even like your alternative vibes, because there was also K-Rock, you know?
Exactly.
And it's like growing up in LA, you have that taste of everything. And I definitely feel like that's in you, Ty.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, your pieces of what you listen to. But even going to like the power stuff, like I know too, Richard Vision, like DJ Henry, like all of the power mixers of the time, like Mr. Chalk and all of like just
Mr.
being
Chalk,
there. Them mixing on here, it's something in our, like, it's a part of our DNA. It's a part of whatever we get into.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool. That is part of the music too, dog.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
legendary.
Do you feel like you're hard to impress, like when it comes to other artists? Like, like the other artists like it's not easy to impress you musically? Nah,
like in the beginning I was like that, right? And then I'll just be completely honest. My homie Big B, probably like in 2008 or 9, was like, yo, I want you to work with this kid. He from Compton. He got it booming in the streets right now. He played me the music. He played me this song called P Killer. I think it was called Pussy Killer. He played me She a Model. And some other song. And it was on MySpace and it was getting plays. And it was by this kid named YG. And I listened to it and I was like, this shit is trash, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, just listening to the beat.
Yeah.
And it was so simple. It was just like one sound and like maybe a snap and a, you know, the jerk music at that time. And I'm coming from like making like huge records and like working with Justin Timberlake and Will.I.Am and all these people at that time, you know what I mean? And layers, like you said. So when I heard this, I didn't get it, but he was like, blood, trust me, I'm telling you, do this. So I let him come to my house and we made 2 songs that night. The second song was Tooted and Booted.
Wow.
And no, that was like the third song. The first night that he came, we made these 2 other songs. And then we had some like little house party and I heard Geeked Up by D4L and I saw what that did to the party. And I was like, all right, hearing the jerk music, hearing that song, let me come up with something. And then I came up with that Tooted and Booted beat.
Wow.
And then from there, that's what gave me my career. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
YG's, to be honest. Come on.
And YG's career.
Yeah.
And what that taught me is to not like, be so fucking hard on everybody's shit. It's like open
give it
up
a chance.
and give it a chance.
Yeah.
And like, there's something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Music is like, everybody's not gonna like the same thing. There is a majority, but everybody's not gonna like the same thing. So that's what opened me up to like knowing that different artists have something different to offer. You know what I'm saying? As long as they're not copycatters.
Do you go back and listen to that music? Like I was listening to Better Ask Somebody.
That's
which
crazy.
was like a deep cut, right?
Yeah.
Do you go back to listen to that at any moment, like, and just be like, wow, I've grown so much?
I haven't heard that song in years. But I did yesterday listen to the Beach House 2 again because I was playing it on the TikTok live and talking about how it was the 10-year anniversary. And I was like, damn, I was talking crazy back then. I was wilding.
Do you think, what was the last time you and YG performed Tooted and Booted? That must have been a while ago.
I feel like we just did recently at his concert at the Forum. It was crazy.
Oh, wow.
Sold out.
That was last year, no?
Nah, that was like a couple months ago.
Earlier this year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crazy. Wow. Sold out like a moment like for the city. Like,
because if people
Full
are like
circle.
our age, like,
and in
we grew
Inglewood
up on
right
that.
there, like he used to live across the street from the Forum.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like when we first got a little bit of money, like him and his family live right there, and that's actually where they recorded Just Read Up 2, right there across the street from the Forum.
Wow.
So to be right there at the Forum, sold out, was like, oh,
that's wild.
Shit.
Even
and I got there late.
It's okay. We all do. The traffic is crazy.
Oh, yeah. Trying to get into the Forum's crazy.
But going back to like even the creation of that song and when we first heard it, I was one of those. I was like, it's gotta be lyrical. It's gotta be this. What is this Tooted and Booted? But it's like when you see what transpired after that,
right?
What the sound of the West Coast became with YG, with you, with Mustard, with even the TDE camp and Nip and everybody and Dom, and it's just that vibe. We wouldn't be what we are now had you guys not started with making that music. And now it's one of the most beloved songs out here.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that song takes me back to like junior year in high school. There was getting played everywhere,
yeah.
Every party, and then it even made it to the radio eventually.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Great
Ty, I always wanted to hear you and Mac perform Cinderella.
Damn.
Amazing record.
Thank
Mac, you. I love that guy who's always good to me, always really sweet and nice and positive. But he was also a musician.
Nah,
you know?
He was insane. And like I didn't know it first either. I just like knew I liked his raps, and then I would go kick it with him and just see like one of my friends that was like a super musical dude. Like, how do you know this? Like, oh wow, you're into that? Like, that's crazy. Or just go kick it with him and see the records that he's spinning and his love for J Dilla and Madlib and like wow, like you like all the same stuff I like. So yeah, man. I still follow one of those pages that posts all his quotes and shit.
Yeah.
Like he was like a real one, man, like really ahead of his time.
I agree. And I think that the stuff that he made may have gone underappreciated because people, I don't know, they may have looked like, you know, when Blue Slide Park came out and it did the numbers that it did. It was like the first, I think, independent album that went #1 on Billboard. But it was just kind of like, who's this little white kid rapping? Maybe he's rapping for other little white kids, right? But then when you see in his musical IQ, like you said, that he likes the J Dilla stuff, that he can break down bars, and he's funny, he's a personable guy, I think that we miss out on so much because he's gone. But I do appreciate like that album, The Divine Feminine. And I'm sure that working with him, I think that's one of, especially a album towards women, it was so uplifting and it felt good. And I think like if people that haven't heard it, if they give it a chance, they're gonna fall in love with this type of record. But making that song and making or being a part of that album, can you talk to me more about it?
Man, when I did my part to Cinderella, it was at Red Bull Studios. I think that's like I don't know if it's Santa Monica or
one of the. I want to say Century City, but I suck at geography.
Yeah, but I went over there with the producer. Was it who produced that? Was it Dahi?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember. Fuck, it's been so long. But we did the hook because Mac wanted a hook or whatever, and I just came up with that song. I don't know. I just freestyled the whole thing.
Wow.
And then Mac killed his part. And
Oh yeah.
I don't think we ever got to perform it together. I've seen him performing it. I know I performed it. We never got to actually perform it together. But I had did that one Tiny Desk and brought back the same musicians he was using. My brother Thundercat, my brother Justice West, and we tried to do Cinderella on the shit, but I ain't gonna lie, I got too emotional.
It's a lot, yeah.
So yeah, man.
But just
rest in peace, long live my brother Mac, and his legacy will live on forever through
great
you,
music.
me, great music, all of us.
And that was a great song. Just the composition, just again, like flowers all to you, Ty. You do so much, and there's points where I'm like, when they talk about the players and the sound of the West Coast and the vibe of the West Coast, is you right there, dog. And even just what you added to that project. Now Mac's not from out here, but you definitely added that sound, that vibe, and again towards women specifically. I don't have a better album than that.
Wow,
that's for us, you know. So I just had to do that.
You guys had another song that released on the Division album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did that song like 3 days before type shit.
Wow.
So to hear that,
record plant right here in Hollywood, I kept on telling him I wanted a feature, and then we ended up just getting together that day. That was actually the second time he recorded to that song, because the first day we were sipping too much. And it was weak.
Yeah.
But that second time, he came through and murdered that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, you got to catch Mac early. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you did something that made me super freaking jealous, and I talked to the crew about it to this day.
Just like a jealous soul, huh?
I am. I'm the younger sibling. It keeps me motivated. You were on KTLA. You did the weather. Like years ago. See? Remember? And I was like, dang, that's crazy. That? Because I was watching
You were watching it? And then
I
he
do
just
the weather
came on
every
the
day.
screen?
I shout them out because I want them to like notice me, like, hey.
Did I do a good job?
Incredible.
Yeah, I would have.
But it's like growing up, we watched
hard.
like the weather, and I'm like, damn, there's Ty doing the freaking weather on KTLA. It's vibes.
I gotta do that again, man.
Yeah.
That was fun as hell.
It was. Is it green screen? It's all of that. Like, did you have?
Yeah, it's easy. They make it easy for you.
No, I remember seeing that, and I was like, damn, that's really cool. Like, that's some LA stuff growing up. Like the stations that we watch. It's like, and to be there, and to be able to do it,
Hell yeah.
You work with so many artists, but I know you must turn down a lot of artists.
Yeah.
How many artists do you think you turn down like a month, a year, like that? It's just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
A lot, and especially now, like that I'm focused on my shit.
Yeah.
It's like they'll send shit in, and a lot of times I just don't ever respond to the text or respond to the emails, because it's like I'll see it and I want to do it. Maybe I want to even listen. Sometimes I don't even get to listen to the song because it's like I'm focused right now.
Yeah.
But when I be having like off days and shit, or if you just catch me at the right time, just like I said about my brother Mac, you gotta catch him early.
Yeah.
You gotta catch me early, man. You know,
after a certain point,
or in person. You know,
yeah.
If it's like right there in person,
so you could feel the vibe.
Yeah, that's what I've been on lately.
With the song's motion, is there more to come in that same like wavelength, do you think? Because I feel like it's much needed. Like we hear that song and it's like, damn, all right, what are we gonna play after that? Like what's the next song?
In my like the 2-week span of the songs that I was making when I made that song, I put those together and I'm gonna drop an EP.
Okay.
Like top of next month.
Come on.
To go with this one, and they don't all sound exactly like this, but they're all like up tempo, not talking about what you're gonna do to your ops.
Yeah. Feel good,
for the
summer
ladies,
music, sun's out, play the record, have a good time.
Yeah.
You know, I'm even seeing that, like, I think when, like, Beyonce dropped Renaissance, Drake, Honestly Nevermind, is that the one that has more, like, of a dancey vibe?
Exactly,
Even Bad Bunny just coming out with his new record that has that type of, what is it? Is it go-go?
His is
that
New
drill,
Jersey
like,
club.
New Jersey.
Yeah,
that,
Jersey
like,
club,
that, like, kind of Uzi's I Just Want to Rock.
Yeah.
Like, but everybody's getting into their own dance movement.
Yeah.
And I think that's, like, it's time to redo that, you know? And it feels good.
Yeah,
How
sure.
are you seeing that landscape now?
I'm seeing it like I love what Drake did. I love what B did, and I really love what Uzi did. And I'm always down to do what people are not doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear so much of one kind of music. It's like 5 different records, and all the artists are doing these same 5 different records right now. And I feel like when Uzi dropped I Just Want to Rock, it was completely different from anything. Even different from the rest of the Jersey club music. You know what I'm saying? So what I just did with this Motion record is, like I said, from going around the world and hearing this I'm a Piano, I did something that's kind of like it, but not like it, you know? They use something that I love called the log drum, which I didn't use in this song. And that's why it's Dolla piano. You know what I'm saying?
Are you seeing things differently now since, like, you're DJing?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it's like, I want to fit my song into this set, right?
Exactly, exactly. And
Dre probably looks at you like, see, I told you. It's not as easy as you thought.
What does he say? What does he say?
He just be hating on it, but he's going hard because he wants me to actually, like, be incredible, you know? And, like, Dre is, like, one of the greatest I've ever seen when it comes to just knowing what song to pick, or scratching, or just knowing the history of hip-hop and house music and rock music and, you know what I'm saying? Like, just really giving a fuck, you know what I'm saying? It's not something that you could just do one morning, decide, oh, I want to be a DJ. Nah, bro, people really put in work. You know? So
what made you want to get into it?
I've been into DJing before I even, like, did music, you know? Like, I used to have the Technique 1200s with what was the gold one? The gold mixer back in the day? I forgot what that joint was called. But
there's DJs yelling at us right now. It's called
the Vestex, exactly.
I was about to say, we got a DJ in here.
Exactly. And I have, like, still right now a collection of hella vinyl, like all the old early 2000s hip hop shit at the time, and like all kind of oldies, like even Toot and Booted, to go back to that. When I made that was out of my vinyl collection. Oh wow. Just this one record we was just going through.
That's why it sounded like that.
Exactly. And I've always been into that, with like Dilla being my favorite producer, DJ Quick being my favorite producer, Dr. Dre, Madlib.
They all had the ability to spin.
That was that vibe, you know. So I've always been into that. And then as I became an artist, I kind of like not did it so much. But now just with I would say during the quarantine, I just had hella time on my hands, and I just started fucking with shit again in the house. And now I'm like fully back on it. I made hella of my own, like, dance records, like just beats and shit, producing. And came up with a whole thing. The Minister, that's my DJ name.
Come on.
And I'm gonna drop like some music to go with that as well.
Wow, that's fire.
Like,
it's like an alter
crazy
ego.
records. And I've already like done a couple
sets.
And I did a festival at this shit called Friendship with my homie Destructo. We went from Miami to the Bahamas. It was like a 4-day thing. I had like 3 different sets and rocked the fucking crowd, playing my own shit. Wow. So it was cool.
And they didn't even know it was you?
No, they didn't. I had a mask on, but now I've been saying it. Some people knew it was me because I got too faded and I took off the mask. And now I go on my lives, they're like, Minister. I'm like, oh, hell nah.
Did you look for the costume?
Fuck it, I am the Minister.
Because a lot of EDM DJs do that. It's like, I gotta somehow hide the facade. It's like the facade of like what I look like and what I don't. But
I wasn't really trying to like copy none of them. I was just trying to not go off of the Ty Dolla $ign thing and like really build it. But they know now.
They know now.
It's all good.
That's so dope. Ty, it's good to see you. It's good to have you in here. Look, the Lakers just like got out of the playoffs, and we're doing Heat Nuggets. Like, it starts, actually, yesterday was the first game.
Heat Nuggets? Where's the microwave?
Facts.
Exactly.
If we had to root for someone, who are we rooting for?
Huh?
The Heat to take it or the Nuggets to take it?
I think the Nuggets are gonna take it, even though I don't want to root for them.
Yeah,
you know, I was at
after
that
what
last
they
game.
did.
I was at the last game, man. It was kind of sad. We almost won, man. I swear to God, we almost did. But
did you see how like they're saying that after they looked at the call that the ref did, that they shouldn't have given the Nuggets the ball that they ended up getting that winning shot for on that 4th game? They like did
I
like
felt the same way, but I also saw in person like bad calls the other way around. It's always
Got
gonna be
you.
bad calls. It's like he's supposed to be looking at the game, but the little bird walking across, his eyes was on her.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
God damn it.
I don't
I
know
be
if
seeing these refs, man.
yeah.
Pay attention, ref.
Yeah, they're tripping.
I don't know if I went to the second loss or the third loss. No, the second loss was here, right?
Game 3 I think was here. Yeah.
Okay.
Game 2 was in Denver.
But people started, it was like 3 minutes left, fourth quarter, and people were already leaving, and it upset me about LA. And I'm like, y'all, like, this must be very discouraging to like the Lakers, that it's like they got 3 more minutes, but our own crowd is dipping. You know, like, and it felt
like
very,
that in LA.
Yeah. I know.
Traffic. We gotta get away. We gotta get out.
But it's like they're literally fighting for their lives, for you guys, for us.
Most of the time though, when we know what the vibe is, it's like, oh, they're gonna lose today, right?
Yeah, they're gonna lose, and even if they win, like if they're gonna win, I see people leaving too. Like you know how it is right there
Whether
when you get
it's
to
the
that
win or
street
the
number
last.
110.
Yeah,
it's like if you don't go at the right time, man, you're gonna be right there for another 45 minutes.
Yeah, no cap.
So they gotta fix the freeway entrance right there.
It's the freeway's fault
It's the
that the
freeway's
fans
fault.
leave, because this happens at Dodger games too. Like fans will leave like towards the end of the, especially if they're losing, probably like the later innings, and it's like a common like the camera pans to the fans dipping, and then it's like, oh, why is LA like that? I get the Dodger one because the freeways, like the actual parking lot is really crazy, but the Laker one hurt my heart. So I was like, it's playoffs.
You right, but it's
You left,
literally
huh?
a traffic thing.
You left, huh?
I didn't leave. I left at the end.
Okay, good.
And then my daughter had to use the restroom.
Oh,
so
that line was wild.
There was no line. Like we were sitting front row,
Oh, gotcha.
and that was cool because I got to do that for my daughter. You know,
That's
she's
awesome.
graduating next week from high school.
Come
she
on.
got accepted.
What high school?
She graduated from Taft, and she graduated from Pierce College from already doing 2 years worth of work.
Wow.
And she got accepted to 10 different universities. She chose up on UC Merced, like it's like 5 hours up north from here, to study economics.
Wow.
And she's killing it. So
that's amazing.
I wanted to make
Let's
sure
go,
I did that for
Dad.
her.
Let's
Yeah,
get it,
bro, that's
baby
amazing.
girl.
We went to that
To
game
that
4
game.
sweep of the Lakers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Front row, sat right next to my brother Adam Sandler.
Wow.
Jimmy Iovine, LeBron's right there next to us. It was crazy, man. It was a crazy experience.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What do you tell Adam Sandler when you sit down next to him?
He said that, damn, we didn't bring the luck.
Damn, it's us. It's my fault.
Yeah.
Look at her closely. Are you concerned at all with like her going away to school? Because I'm sure, like, daddy mode has to kick in too. Like that's 5
she got
years away.
accepted all around America.
Yeah.
And me and her mom, definitely politicked.
To the closest one.
Stay in Cali?
Stay in Cali. There was ones even closer that she could have went to, but I just wanted her to get a little bit of travel in to just see something different.
Yeah.
And really, it was her decision as well,
Yeah.
UC Merced is a great school.
Yeah.
As far as like on the chart of all the schools. And it's a little far, but close enough.
Yep.
It's
So
probably
I
like
felt
an hour flight or something.
Yeah.
There's nothing that really flies straight there, but if I get a jet. But
That's
Jet life.
awesome.
That's
Because
right.
there's that dad, like that dad part of you, which I know you're busy, you're everywhere, and you do so much.
Yeah.
To be able to be present and be like, even like going into the decision of what school am I going to. It's not like they're hitting you up telling you.
Yeah.
You're a part. You're involved, and I think that's really important as someone that
family
has,
first, man, always. Like that's definitely the most important thing, and I'll put anything to the side when it comes to that. You know?
That's dope.
So she's gonna graduate next week.
Yeah.
That's around Father's Day, right?
On the 8th. When is Father's Day?
Father's Day is like the next week after
No,
that.
it's
They
like the
always
week
have like
after.
dads and grad stuff.
Dads and
like
grads,
they like mix
they
you
just
guys
lump
in.
us in together.
Yeah, Mother's Day we get our own vibe, but like you guys have to share.
Exactly. The fact that you forgot when Father's Day was.
I think it's like in the teens somewhere.
nobody cares
Exactly.
about
Nobody
Father's
cares
Day.
about us fathers.
Yeah.
Shout out you guys.
How many kids you got?
One.
Just
Oh,
one.
nice.
I got one. He's
Boy
gonna
or
be,
girl?
Boy, he's gonna be 10 this year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He gonna be 18. Like,
Before I know it, huh?
fast as shit, bro. Watch.
Come on.
Prom time.
I know.
Look, Ty Dolla $ign. The single out now is called Motion. We got more on the way too.
More on the
This
way.
is gonna
Motion
set
is
your-
out right now, streaming right now.
Get it.
On all services. The video also just dropped on YouTube. Make sure you run that up. I also just dropped an interview with the homie Zane Lowe.
Come
This interview is
on.
coming up, so
Yeah.
Nah, Zane is
we out
a
here.
historian too. I know he got to really get into the crafting of everything.
yeah, he's a legend for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
He
That's
knows his
really
shit.
dope.
Oh yeah.
I was chilling right there. Niles Rogers walked in. I'm like, what the
Like
fuck?
nothing.
Yo,
Oh yeah. I gotta personally thank
he
you
didn't
for
text me back though.
for making Whoop. I gotta personally thank you for making Whoop.
Yeah.
That went up at the parties all my whole like high school career.
Man,
So
wait till you hear Whoop 2, man.
Whoop too.
Woo!
You ain't hear
Come
from
on.
me.
Wow.
Let's go.
We got
That's
Whoop 2
legendary.
already ready, man. Shout out
Wow.
my brother JM.
Wow.
Thank you for coming
That's
through.
fire.
Ty Dolla
For sure.
$ign. It's
Hell
Brown
yeah.
Bag Power 106.
Let's get it.